Hey guys, Spark City. I'm just going to be narrating a video today on, basically I played just a blind pick game of Lissandra. This is not supposed to be like a how-to guide, it's just some insight on how to play her. I've recently just picked her up. I haven't really played her that much, but I just wanted to give like an inside sort of look on how to play her. So typical start. I have my blind pick runes running, which are I call them AP top because when I play ranked, and if I go like Mordekaiser top or something like that, which I do sometimes, I will generally pick tankier runes. So as you can see, not as much AP off the start. I think I only have about 23 AP, but then I have armor and MR, and it's just kind of safer for blind pick because you don't know what you're going up against. So right there, the Zyra gets a little overconfident. I was going to go for the Q there, but I decided to try an auto attack Q, and I ended up missing my Q. I used it to zone here, but missed it again, so I'm 0 for 2 on my Qs so far. Zyra completely bones her teammate by flashing. So we get 2 flashes for free. Blitzcrank's like half out of mana, but it doesn't matter. That's super duper worth for bot lane. I usually play with chat filter on, just because I find that it keeps me focused. Like if I'm reading everybody's curse words, I don't know, even my own, like I just sort of, it distracts me from the game, so I keep it on. So essentially, we're just kind of waiting around here. I'm protecting against any invade that would come from the river. The usual stuff, you know. Udyr spams his joke. But I find Lissandra very, very fun to play. She's in mid against other mages. I don't think she's optimal, and I missed my Q there as well. So I'm 0 for 3 on Qs so far, so it's shaping up to be a good game. So I know I'm against Annie, obviously. So immediately I go for the trade, and I see she's soaking up minion aggro, so I trade auto attacks with her. She's already at half health. So basically I'm just trying to line up Q farm. She got to lane early, so or earlier than I did, I should say, so the lane is pushing into me. So I can afford to Q harass through the wave. I see she's got her stun. I probably could have played more aggressively at this point because she's just got her stun and auto attacks, so it doesn't really, like it's not that threatening. As a burst mage, I think the easiest time to kill them is before level 1, or before level 2. So see, now she's got level 2, so she's got a little bit more burst, so she would win any trade because she could just, you know, auto QW auto and walk away. Now I've got level 2. I think I go in on her at this point very, very soon. But I don't. The thing is, you don't want to miss farm like that. You don't want to miss farm just for the sake of a trade, especially if you're not sure that you're going to get the kill. So I think I wait till level 3 actually, because I can use my claw to get in range. But yeah, it's very. Lissandra is a semi-mobile, really, really strong. You can play her as a burst mage if you want to, but I find that the best way to play her is sort of like not tanky, but sort of like DPS kite. So here we go. I go in for the kill. I hold on to my Ignite to see if I could get away with it without needing any summoner spells, but I knew that she was going to get out and stun me before I was able to react. So rather than have to burn my flash and Ignite, I just ignited her at the last second and got an auto attack off. So that's like a solo kill in lane. That's pretty important. You get that early gold. So right here, I probably could have pushed this, but I decided to just farm it out and try and last hit. So I walk in, and I was thinking about going back here, but I think about 50 gold. Yeah, 50 gold away from my chalice, 40 gold. So I decided to push one more wave, just so that my gold would tick. And he gets back here, I believe, right around now. Again, I immediately try and land some poke. I missed 2 CS in the process there. That's really bad. And I missed that one as well. But this one, I lower this one and then pop it. Her Q is an amazing spell. It's just, you get any cooldown reduction, the cooldown's like less than 2 seconds, and you can just spam it, and it does a ton of damage. You can harass through any kind of wave. It's a large amount of AoE. So right here I pick up a Chalice, because I need a mana item, and while Chalice did get nerfed to make it not like a magic resist heavy item, it does still give 20, I believe. Or, yeah, about 20. So it's never a bad pickup on a mana hungry champion. Lissandra, if you're spamming with her a lot, and you're even if you're hitting your Qs and everything, and your Ring of Frost, your passive's still not up that often. I believe the base cooldown is about 18 seconds. So that's still a lot of time in between. So here I check my Q range, because like I said, I think this is maybe my 5th game with Lissandra. So that's why this isn't a ranked video, because I'm not super confident. So again, I know I'm stronger, but Annie's a burst mage, so she will win any trade. So I'm trying to poke her out here. So I know she doesn't have stun, so I'm kind of just walking up, go for a trade. She gets some good damage off of me, but I think I win the trade overall because she comes back and keeps trying to hit me. And I think my Q does more damage than hers, plus it slows. So you can kite with Lissandra really, really easily. I apologize in advance for some of the camera angles in this game. And right here, I know that she's standing in the mini wave, so I'm just going to go. I wait until my claw actually hits her so I can get the DPS off. And again, I know I don't have to flash yet, so I Q auto and then I flash because that was bad. I was not sure if I was going to get her there. So anyway, I push this out, and this is where I make, I think, my first huge mistake of the game. I push this wave. I'm like, I don't have any wards. I didn't put my trinket out. Again, there's a reason why I'm not diamond. So I'm just pushing the wave. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can kite Jarvan if he comes. I have my ult. I have all my cooldowns. I should be good. So Jarvan comes in from the right, I believe, sometime around now. So he comes in, and I've got all my cooldowns. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna kite this. I got him. He gets me really, really low. I ult him, and then freeze him as he's coming out. I did not see Annie flash him. So that was really greedy because I should have realized that at that time Annie was probably on her way back. And while I probably could have killed Jarvan if Annie hadn't showed up, it was still just kind of a silly risk to take. So I forced Jarvan to back, which he was probably going to do anyway. And I pick up another Doran's Ring just for the health. I know it doesn't give a lot of health, but it just gives a whole bunch of beneficial stats, especially against Annie, who is going to burst you down. And I can judge by her health. I don't think I looked at her items until she had completed her Rod of Ages, which she doesn't complete till later. I believe she tries to pick up a Rabadon before, but I know that she has, you know, at least the startings of a Catalyst. So I know that I'm gonna need to poke. I can't all in Annie because she will, especially level 6, Annie's just gonna wreck you every time. So I'm sitting here, she's auto attack harassing me. I'm trying to get some harass off. I lose that trade pretty hard, but then she walks up again. The mistake she made this game a lot of the time was that she just kept walking up when she didn't have to. She'd walk up to try and get a Q on me, and I just hit a creep and stun her. Or not stun her, but damage her. So right there, you can see I'm doing about almost 200 damage a pop to her. And she keeps walking in for trades. I'm just going to auto-attack, miss my Q there, but if I had hit that, that would have been a great trade. So now Udir's coming in, and he knows what's up, because I pinged him earlier. So he rolls in, flash, boom. I ignite, Q, dead. She even burns her Tibbers at the last second, which was kind of unfortunate for her. So that was a great gank by Udir. Very nice, like, flash stun. That's all we needed, just to make it really, really secure. So again, just farming. Trying to make something happen. I think I make a very similar mistake to what I did last time. Right around here. Oh no, okay, so I wiggled my mouse there to remind myself later. I saw Jarvan top lane, so I know I can push this with relative safety. Get a couple more auto attacks up on the turret. Lissandra's wave clear after you get a couple points in her W is pretty dope. So I back off here, I believe. And I was going to just sort of sit in base and wait for Sork Shoes. As you can see here, I got my mouse over it, I'm like ready. But then I was like, you know what, I could just afford, you know, some certain components, get some, you know, some health pots, actually try my hardest to win my lane as opposed to just stacking damage like a noob. So there's nothing wrong with stacking damage, it's just when you sacrifice other things for damage like sustain or vision. Notice I haven't bought any wards this game. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made this game. Was I don't think I bought a single ward. I might have bought one, and even then, that's not even close to enough. I should be buying 1 or 2 every time I go back, especially when I have 200 gold. That's the issue with double Dorans, though. Kind of run out of item slots really fast. So, farming again. Annie's not in lane anymore. I'm not too worried about it.
This world has forgotten.
She's not extremely strong right now because I don't think up to this point she's built any AP. So I probably should have given the MIA there or just pinged or something. But, you know, there she is. So she's gonna burn her stun on that, so I'm gonna hit her with some stuff. Kite her back. Boom, boom, ult. I know I probably have the damage heal, but I get knocked up out of my claw. And Jarvan shows up at a really inopportune time again. And at this point, I was kind of like pissed off because, you know, I got ganked twice in a row and I died. So I wasn't mad at I wasn't like, oh, where's my shitty jungler? Where is he? I was like, Man, I gotta stop dying. And again, it's my fault because I put one ward, and it's not even a particularly good ward. It's like a very bronze spot to put it. As you can see, I'm mousing over it to say like that was a really bad ward. It's just lazy. So I pick up my Fiendish Codex. I got 300, almost 400 gold, but nothing, no items to complete yet. So this is, I think, where I start to play a little bit better in terms of lane. So I'm mousing over my thing to see what kind of damage I got. Bot lane's doing extremely well. I believe our Lissandra is very fed at this point. I missed that CS. Annie knows she can't really fight me at this point, especially because she got half health. But she's kind of just giving me my space, letting me farm.
So many secrets.
So again, 2 and 2, not a great score. 74 farm. I have games where I'm worse. I have games where I'm a lot better. Like when I play Mordekaiser, I usually hit the like 100 every 10 minutes kind of mark.
They cannot
but
fight the cold.
Again, new to Lissandra. She's very easy to farm with. Posted around level 9. She's very easy to farm with. So I take down this tower because they just killed Annie bot, and I know where she is. So at this point, I'm gonna go make a roam play. I think. Yeah. I see Jarvan low. I see 3 of us to 3 of them, and I know that we could take them because I'm not fed, but I have some good damage and amazing lockdown. I don't have my ult, but it doesn't matter. So they don't see me. So I'm just gonna start going. Like sometimes you just can't wait for your teammates. So I'd make a little flash play, flash ignite Q, killer. Zyra's exhaust was just a hair too late. So we pick up a nice kill. That was a good roam. The camera angle kind of sucked, like I said it was going to, because you know I can't play with locked camera anymore. I used to be only able to play with locked camera back when I started, but like everybody. So whenever I was on the purple team, I was like, oh, this game's so hard. I can't see anything. So we take this tower. At this point, it's kind of a stomp. I mean, the kills are what? It looks like 15 to 5 there. I can't really see, the screen's really small that I'm looking at. And we're just kind of trying to bring it home. A lot of the times we get into situations like this. I get into situations like this, especially when I'm playing with my friends. Lucian is actually one of my friends in game. So Annie's there. I don't want to face check Annie, so I just kind of walk through. And just try and thin the wave out a bit before it gets to my tower. Pick up some farm where I can. I can't get close to her because at this point I'm pretty sure she could just kill me. So she's got her stun up now, so I gotta be careful. But again, I'm aiming my Q such that it hits through the wave and hits her, and she's taken half her health and free damage. So now the tables have turned. I think I can kill her. I just start landing a bit more pokes. She's chugging potions, doesn't matter. She's at 600 HP. It's all a chess match. Zoning claw right there. There was no way I was going in on that with her stun up, but I just figured I would just zone her away from the wave a little bit. Practice using that mechanic. So she's there. I think I was gonna try and cheese her a bit here. Oh, she burns her stun. So now I'm like, alright, I got this. And then I get 3-man gank. And then I ult extremely early for no reason. And if I had used my claw here, I might have killed Nidalee, but I didn't use it because I'm bad. So I think Udyr gets Nidalee though. The flash, boom, there it is. Yeah, he just Phoenix dances her ass. And then he gets Jarvan too, I believe. Nope, he doesn't, almost. But yeah, again, that's just me. And again, I was gonna pick up Athene's Sork shoes, but I figured I had enough gold for the Needlessly, so I would go with that. And I almost sold the Dorans there, but decided against it because it wouldn't help me at the time. I was kind of hoping Shyvana would knock down that tower, but she didn't, so it's all good. But yeah, again, that's the third. All 3 of my deaths have been because I had no vision control over my lane. So I didn't notice that Nidalee had roamed from top lane and would somehow, you know, a dragon or something probably.
This is but a battle. I've already won.
So yeah, this game was good and it was bad, which is why I wanted to commentate on it, because there were things I definitely could have improved on, but there were things I did quite well. The roam bottom turned out really well. We picked up a kill on Jinx. Yeah, I had good map presence, very good lane domination. Like, I won my lane pretty hard. It got to the point where Annie couldn't even be in lane against me because I was just stronger than she was. So here, this is a scary thing when you run into an Annie in the jungle. She runs away. She's got Zyra on her back. I don't know why she ran away. Like, I would have just full comboed me if I was her, but I got the Blitzcrank coming in. He doesn't do anything, but provides pressure. So I want to get a ward down somewhere. because we don't have much vision in their jungle. Again, vision control was something I struggled with a lot this game. I didn't really partake in the vision control. So here we go. Blitzcrank goes. I'm not burning any of my big spells yet because I want to see if she's going to finish. I get exhausted. I ignite Annie. I roll in. We take Annie as a kill. We could have killed both of them. I was greedy. Zyra almost died right there because my Q would have splashed through the minions and killed her. But again, I was greedy and wanted to hold on to my my ult and stuff. If I had ulted the Zyra, we would have killed both of them. But the things you learn. So right now, Blitz and I picked up another kill off a great roam by him, and now we pick up this turret. I believe Jarvan tries to come in here, sidestep the knockup. I ult him, boom. He turns it on me right here. I get actually dangerously low, but Blitzcrank pulls him out, which was pretty funny. But yeah, again, it's very... The thing about Lissandra and champions in general is that you don't need to rely on mobility spells, especially with Jarvan's knockup, which got changed recently to be like... I'm not messing around with the Zyra right now. Like, I don't know who else is there, and sure enough, Nidalee shows up. So I can pick up my Rabadons. So the needlessly large rod turned out to be a good pickup. I was going to initially buy it just because I had enough gold to, but it turns out that my next back I could get the Rabadon, so that's nice. This poor Jinx just gets wrecked. There's nothing you can do about that. She dies. Yeah, I say back because there's 3 members of the enemy team missing that we know of. And last time I saw them, they were all mid. And sure enough, again, there's Nidalee. So I type it in chat too, just to make sure, because sometimes people don't always listen to pings. I have blue buff from killing Jarvan, I believe. So I think I was going to go over here. Oh yeah, Annie and I dance around here a bit. She wants to walk up here, and I just don't want to let her. And then I was like, you know what, like, it's not worth it, fuck this. Like, she can walk up if she wants. I typed lol in chat to her because we just both kind of wasted like 30 seconds dancing. Lucian solo double kills 2 people. That's how Fetty is. Here comes Annie. I'm running away because she has Jinx backup, I would die instantly. I think I get in this bush here and surprise her. Oh, missed the Q. She comes after me. And then I just ult her, so that sort of to give the signal to Lucian just to go in. He was watching, he was paying very close attention, so he saw me do that. So again, it's just free kills. Like, I didn't save my ult there. I led with it. She walks right by me. I was like, all right, she's gonna suicide. I'm gonna, you know, I'd gladly take that killer assist. But again, it's very, very easy to dodge things. People oftentimes, they just are not very good at dodging, and having the presence of mind just to be like, alright, this skill is coming at some point. Like when Jarvan enters the fray and heads right at you, you know the first thing he's going to do is EQ, because that's all he can do. Unless he gets close enough to ult you, in which case, that sucks. Like if you flash ult you or something, but that's really deadly, because then I can just get out with my claw. But yeah, you just sidestep stuff and it saved me a summoner spell, it saved me a ton of damage, saved me from taking a ton of damage, and here I just go in on Nidalee because I know we got Blitzcrank in the wings. So I tank a little bit so that the minions can get there. Blitz pulls back in, just like that. Free kill. Just because I knew how strong we were. So here's another thing. I flash here because I have no room. We go back to auto attack this and then we decide to get to Zyra. Jarvan runs away. I'm not sure why he did like full health. He could have just gone in on me and probably killed me. But so right here, he pokes me. I flash her all of her spells and then just one-shot her. If I had gotten caught by the root there, especially while exhausted, Jarvan probably would have just gone in on me and killed me because he was standing right there. So I made the decision to flash over the wall, well, kind of across the corner of the wall, just to be safe. There's nothing wrong with being safe. Burning a summoner spell and getting a kill off of it is always worth it. This is an advanced, super advanced, hyper advanced tactic for kiting blue buff. You can do blue buff as Lissandra without taking any damage, just based on your mobility and your claw and stuff like that. Basically, you just like auto attack Q. When it gets just close enough to auto attack, you step back and W it, Q it again. Step back, activate your claw, throw it through it to the back of the pit. Q it again while the claw is in motion, jump back, and by that time the thing will be dead or your W will be back up. I think you see it here because I have blue buff. Yeah, I'm heading there now. And I always ask the jungler if I can blue, especially because I haven't gotten to blue this game yet, so I'm assuming that he would like to take most of them. And Lucian dies to the game. Not surprisingly. Yeah, so I'm assuming that Udyr wants to take most of the blues. He didn't say anything, and he's not pinging me. He's busy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it here. I'm just gonna wait. But I usually ask. So right there, Q, auto attack through, boom, boom, W. And that's how you do blue buff as Lissandra with taking minimal damage. So right there, I kind of tunnel visioned on the creeps too hard, and cost myself an assist here because I think Blitz punched them in the face. Yeah, tunnel vision is something I have an issue with. Like, I'll just like click on minions on a. Oh yeah, that juke into the brush is super useful because I don't think she had a ward there, so she wouldn't have been able to see me and follow up with the combo. Either way, they surrendered. So yeah, like I said, decent game. Definitely things I could have improved on. Thank you guys very much for watching this. I hope a lot of you enjoyed it, and if you do want to pick up Lissandra, she's a pretty cool champion. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.